Welcome everyone to another episode of Careering 101. My name is Serafina and today I'm here with Anita. She is a collector of tribal art and is from Sweden. She started out working in dentistry, but with her first husband got into the world of art and first learned about contemporary art, and through a mask that they found in Copenhagen, an African mask, she and her husband got into the business of collecting tribal art. So my first question to you is, what were your intentions about your career when you first started in this business?
Sometimes you don't have a really clear intention. It develops after a while, so you get a pattern, you collect for yourself, and then you get interest from friends and other collectors, and then suddenly you start some business. And that's how the business started in our home first, but then it came to such an amount of visitors, so we have to change to a gallery. And that's how I started, and then we had different topics of exhibitions, special exhibitions, and so not only Africa, but also Oceanic and pre-Columbian art and Japanese prints, and also contemporary art. This was the category we showed in the gallery.
Mm-hmm. And how did your career evolve? So you started out with your husband learning about this, then you opened a gallery, and then you...
It went on for several years, but then suddenly, from personal reasons, we closed the gallery, and I moved to Singapore, where I have to start on my own.
So how did you go about figuring out how to continue your career in a whole new part of the world?
Yeah, it was not easy, because it's not a climate, it's not a culture, and everything was new, and I didn't really know what to do. So one day in a magazine, some sentences came out with red, and that was, what do you know and what do you want? And that gave me some sort of start to think about the future. So first I thought about my dentistry experience with the Nobel Pharma and implantat, but it didn't work out, so I went back to my really passion, and that is about the African art and the tribal art world. So.
And what did you then do in Singapore?
Yeah, so there are not so many galleries, but I went around and I had some pictures and showed them, and then I came to a gallery, notices the gallery in Hilton Hotel, and they were absolutely interesting. Well, that only was 6 months after I moved to Singapore, so I have to go back to Sweden to pick up the material, and that was an exhibition with African textiles and shields and also some small sculptures. So I have to think how to do it, so I arranged and asked the Swedish ambassador to open the exhibition, and it was really a great result and response, and almost the whole exhibition was sold out.
Wow.
So that was a good start. So it gave me courage to continue. But then we moved to Tokyo, and also I have to start with the same kind of walk around, and Tokyo is a different part of the world, because in order to be accepted in the market you have to be introduced from someone, otherwise it's very difficult. It's a very strange rule. But also there I was successful, and then I started with doing exhibitions as well. So in Japan I have done more than 20 exhibitions over the years. So even when I moved back to Germany, I continued to go there once and twice a year to do exhibitions.
I have one question, because the tribal art industry is very male dominated. How, as a woman, how do you manage to gain success?
Yeah, first you have to have the knowledge to know what you are talking about, and you have to have so much experience, you know, about aesthetic quality, because it's very important. We are talking about an art, in tribal art, that has no signature, so you must to educate yourself in special fields, that what kind of wood and how masks and sculptures are made, and in the tradition, because it's all traditional art.
Mm-hmm.
So when you talk then to people, you must know all these kind of things, and also to put the right questions and to discuss it on a level where everything is fitting, or something like that.
Okay, and now that you're back in Germany, are you still doing mainly exhibitions, or have you started doing new projects as well?
Both. I mean, I came back, I came to Germany, also new. I've never been living in Germany, 1997, and after that I did 2 exhibitions in a contemporary art gallery with African art. And last year I made a big exhibition with textiles in a North Sea museum in Husum in Schleswig-Holstein.
Mm-hmm.
It's also very interesting. And right now I'm involved in a catalogue project over a collection of African art.
Okay.
So
after having this, or still having this very successful career, what advice would you give to those who are starting out now with their own career path?
yeah, first of course you have something to promote, but important is in your life is that you combine pleasure with business, and that means you have to be motivated with what you're doing. Then everything is so fun and you are so happy. But in order to start as a young person, I think it's important that you have some knowledge in many areas, like literature, music, classical music, and of course good manners, by table manners, and also how to you act with polite manners with people in different situations.
Mm-hmm.
And I think also important to be respectful to people in what kind of position they have, low or on the top.
Mm-hmm.
Even the low are very important. You learn that after so many years, that those are the people that are helping you when you are doing an exhibition or something like that, and you need help there. So respect everyone.
Okay.
Everyone is doing a good job in life. That's a good lesson.
Mm-hmm. That sounds like very good advice.
Yeah.
So at this point I want to thank you very much for doing this interview with me. I learned a lot from Anita, and I hope you guys can also take something away from this. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.